We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Bbig stock, and Bbig had an explosive push to the upside today, but it was not the only stock pushing up higher. The overall market was pushing up higher, and our SPY bot since yesterday at 6:30 p.m. sent out a bull indicator, and call options were up 3 to 5x today at their highest points and continuing to go higher. We did not get a bear indicator until 1:30 p.m. today, and that turned out to fake out, and things have continued even higher. It was a very short-lived downside as you see it there on the chart, but this is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities whether stocks are going up or going down, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below to the 42 vision indicators and the SPY bot that sends us direct notifications over at the Discord, guys, to have that edge within the volatility. So Bbig is now currently pulling downwards. We're going to talk about support and resistance levels going into tomorrow, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. We're going to jump right into it here with Bbig stock. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning, and 2 out of the 3 turned out to be a home run opportunity, and this is how they perform. So the first one here is AREB. We caught this one in the pre-market. It jumped up 10 to 20%, pulled back downwards towards the bell, and quickly within 5 minutes, just within one bar, it went up to a highest point of 20% plus, guys. Now, we also have here ASTS, and we caught this one in the pre-market as things were starting to pick up. It wasn't under a bull indicator just yet, but it had full strength here based off 42 vision. Got that bull indicator and all the way up towards the bell. It went up 20% plus, guys. Then it pulled back down and quickly went back up with strength and hit a highest point of 35% plus within the first 30 minutes of the day, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc., and the stock had an explosive run yesterday, and it pushed up even higher today, but the overall picture continues to the downside, right? But this is right here a big sign of strength, especially at the supports that we saw yesterday and going into today. And today we're going to talk about key levels going into tomorrow and the rest of this week, right? So the first thing is Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators. We're going to pull it up here. You can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators to receive the clarity you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize and have an edge within the charts, guys. And every single opportunity, whether stocks are going up or going down. So we were under a bear indicator since way up here at 253. On March 3rd, things continued going lower. They bottomed out here, and it was the lowest point that we've seen in a long time, and that was 203. Things bounced back, got a bull indicator at around 212, and has held strong all the way up to this point and hit highs today of 243. So from the lows to the highs, it has gone up 20% plus. Now it's pulling back, and this is where things get very interesting because within the volatility, this bull indicator is still holding true, and no bear indicator has popped up here to negate this bull indicator. That's the key thing I'm going to be watching for. Is there going to be a bear indicator popping up to negate it, or will this still hold true? And this is just not a setback, if not a setup for the next bull run, right? That's what I like to call it when things start to pull back and then set up for the next run, as we saw yesterday. This is a perfect example right here. Not a setback, but a setup for the next bull run into today and continuation if it goes up even further, right? So let's look at this from the bigger picture and see how the 4 hour is looking and what the 1 day is showing as well, because this is within the volatility, but the 4 hour and 1 day show us the bigger picture, right? So let's pull up the 4 hour here, and you could see that things are trying to come back up, okay? Still under a bear indicator since way up here at $3.33. The last time it did this, it did it 2 times, guys. 2 times. So every single time we've hit white with red borders, I've stated this before, this is the dip area, and we're starting to see things transition back up, but it does not complete the rip, right? The next transition after red with green borders is dark green, as we see here. And after dark green, it's green. And eventually a bull indicator pops up as well, signifying that things are continuing, right? But we haven't seen that. No continuation just yet. We could possibly continue here. And this is why we're going to talk about resistance levels in just a moment and supports. But every time we've rejected it. Now, I've always stated in my videos that when it hits white with red borders, it's pretty exciting because things do tend to try to reverse, right? The last 2 times it's reversed, it has jumped up 20 to 30%, 30 to 50% on these jumps. Now, what we were analyzing was last time it had 4 back-to-back, 4 back-to-back, and we hit 5 back-to-back, and then we got a white with green borders shifting into red with green borders, right? So we were actually measuring the previous history to see how things would react here, and we did bottom out and reacted in a reversal pattern. But the key level here is now watching, are we going to get 4 or more of these or transition out of red with green borders into a dark green like the previous history of reversals, right? Once that shift happens, we have not seen that happen just yet in the last 3 times, right? And we're seeing the third one right now unravel. So the question is, could we break through this and go higher? So we're going to talk about the resistance levels, and we're going to be watching here the 4 hour. If this shift continues, goes into dark green, and gets a bull indicator to negate this bear indicator. Now on the 1 day, on the bigger picture, this has been under a bear indicator since 428, and in all of this volatility, no bull indicators popped up, and we've been into a continuation of red bars all the way down to this point, and actually ending back up at the area where we've been before, right? And before the recent run. Now, every single time it's hit this level, there has been points where it actually takes off, but the way it takes off has been because of short squeezes, right? Some have been smaller than others, some have been larger than others, and the main thing is a bull indicator follows shortly after. So we need to see a bull indicator pop up if it's going to start reversing with strength. Right now it just shifted for the first time out of a red bar to a red with green bar, and the next point would be a larger bar than this one, and then probably a green, dark green bar, and then also a bull indicator in the process, right? That's based off the 1 day. So these are the key things to watch based off these time frames and the charts and its history, right? But on the 30-minute, right now, things are pretty volatile. No bear indicator, bull indicator still holding true, but there's support levels to watch, right? The first one's right here at 223. If that gets broken through, well, we have 220 as a support to keep in mind. Below 220, $2, right? And then to the upside, we have 243. That's just a few cents away from 240. That's a key resistance level to show some strength. Break through 243 and do a continuation into the 250s and all the way up here to 265. And then we can start zooming out and looking at previous resistance levels within the history of the chart as key levels of further strength. But right now, we want to see the staircase effect have a continuation and go on higher to reach newer highs and new resistance levels within the charts, and that this bull indicator does not get canceled out or negated by a bear indicator anywhere around this area. Okay, super important for this bull indicator to continue to hold strong and true within the 30-minute, where things are much more volatile than the 4 hour and the 1 day. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.